Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I am going to be talking to you about lip filler. Yes, you now know what you're probably thinking, Nicole's favourite subject. Yes it is, and it is a fantastic subject. So today I'm going to go through the pros and the cons of having lip filler. Is it worth having them done, the reaction that you can get, and sort of just inform you more about having lip filler. So I've had lip filler a number of times now. I've had it a few times. I normally get 1.2 mils put in the top lip, and then sort of after the swelling's sort of gone down, I may have sort of another half a mil put in, and I just basically have to see how they go. So yeah, I haven't had my lips done for a while. It's been about 7 months, and normally they say only about 6 months it lasts, but they're still looking great. And to be fair, I'm not going to sort of have them done yet until sort of I feel as though that there's not much filler left in there and that I need them done. So getting on with today's video, so let's sparkle on into the video. So I have my iPad out again. My iPad makes appearances in most videos. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if I'm feeling lucky, please give this video a thumbs up. All the support is greatly appreciated. If you've had lip filler, please don't forget to comment your experiences below. Have you had any bad reactions? I want to know. So we're going to do pros first, because I like to be positive first, and then we'll leave all the bad stuff until last. So first up, probably the biggest, this goes for both pro and con, is that lip filler is not forever. So it's, as I said, it sort of can last around they normally say around 6 months depending on the brand. Some brands of them you can have 9 months, but the one that I had is Revotalax lasts 6 months. So I say 6 months, as I said, I'm on 7 months now, it's still all in there. A friend of mine, he hasn't had his done for over a year. He said they still look like the day after the swelling went down. So it really does depend, and that also goes for a con as well, because you know you've got that in there. Sometimes it doesn't dissolve. You know, you hear horror stories that it never dissolved and you have to go down the filler dissolving route, but obviously we'll get onto that later on in the video. So that goes for a pro. It dissolves. It's not something like a boob job or something where you'd absolutely have to have surgery to have the filler removed, so it will just dissolve naturally. So yeah, so that's a big pro. So another pro is that the treatment the treatment won't leave any unsightly scars on your face and is non-invasive. So basically, when they inject the filler, for a couple of days after, you can see where the little holes have been from the needle, and then sometimes you have like a little blood spot come up there, but literally they cleared up. I think the next day I woke up after having the lip fillers and they are gone. It's not like something that will stay there and it'll be scarred forever. It literally is a tiny blood test. You know, when you have a blood test, sort of you can see the little hole, you know, for a little bit, and then it just goes. And that's exactly what lip filler is like. So obviously you're not being cut like a boob job or anything. I keep referring back to boob jobs, but whatever, that's on my mind at the moment. But yeah, so you don't have any sort of scars or anything like that that will show after the procedure. The next one is that the treatment is relatively pain-free, and it is a quick treatment. Sort of, it doesn't take long at all. Sort of, I know I said in one of my previous videos that most practitioners and doctors that do lip fillers actually numb the area, but I believe some people that commented on the video and said that some places near them actually don't numb it, but most of them do numb it. I'm sure if you ask for numbing cream they can put it on, so they just smother your lips in numbing cream. You sit there for a few minutes, it numbs the lips, you do still feel it. I wouldn't say it's the best numbing cream in the world, because personally I felt it afterwards. It just literally feels like a needle going into your lip, just like what it is. I wouldn't say that it hurts. Sort of the only thing that I found did hurt a bit was when she did the Cupid's bow bit, so this bit here, when that was a bit like, ooh, but it's nothing to sort of get upset about. It's nothing that you're going to think, oh my god, that's so painful. It's just relatively pain-free. Moving on. So the recovery time is instant. You can't wear lipstick or makeup on your lips for around, I think, 6-7 hours afterwards, but it's a full-on recovery. You will have swelling for I think I had swelling on and off for 2 weeks after, but after that they calmed down, and then what you do find is after they've calmed down, you actually want more lip filler. So you're like, oh my God, I love my swelly lips and now I want bigger lips. So you're probably going back to your practitioner and having more injected into your lip, because that's exactly what I did. So yeah, as it says, you may feel little tingling afterwards, but you can just carry on with your day straight after the procedure. So yeah, going back to it dissolves, it's not forever. So that is a pro, like I said, with the boob jobs and things, you know, you have to have the implant removed. You don't have to have this removed, just that it's dissolved if you don't like it. So it's not forever. The procedure can be fully tailored to you. So basically you can say to your person doing your lip fillers, I want them to sort of be medium size, and they'll tell you what they think, how much filler you should have. Normally the rule is they'll only do sort of around 1 to 1.2 mils at the same time, because when they put the needle in, the lips start to swell straight away the minute the needle's in. So they won't sort of put any more in, because to be fair, there won't be enough room, because obviously with the swelling and everything. So what they normally do is, well, my practitioner says, you know, I'll do the 1.1 1.2 mils today, and then you go away for a couple of weeks and come back later for the rest. That's what I do. I have the 1.2 mils and then I have that done, and then I go and have the other half a mil put back in. And then yeah, so you just have to give it time. And as I say, if you sort of say, maybe, I know a lot of practitioners get people come in with pictures of celebrities and they're like, oh, I love Kim K's lips, can you do this, and all things like that, and they can really tailor it to you. So it's absolutely fantastic. So another pro is it looks good. Sort of it can give you confidence. Like, I've always had quite full lips anyway, but I know a friend of mine, she literally had no lips at all. She went and had lip filler for the first time. She's like, I will never have natural lips again. And to be fair, I've said that. Even though my lips are quite full, I've always said that I'm never going to have natural lips again, because I love the look of lip filler. It does feel weird when you sort of hold your lip and you can feel the filler in there. Sort of some people can move it around, but that's just disgusting and we're not going to get onto that. It evens out lips as well. Another friend of mine, she had a lump in her lip, and for some unknown reason, I don't know why, they couldn't remove the lump, so they evened it out with lip filler, so you couldn't see the lump in her lip, which was absolutely fantastic, because now it's just smooth instead of her having that lip. So now moving on to the downside of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to be negative, but with every pro there's a con, so we're going to move on to the cons. So going back to that, it dissolves, it's temporary. It's not like you're going to have lip filler, you're going to pay to have them done once and then it's going to be in there for life. It does dissolve. It's sort of something that I had my first lot of lip filler and I was like, I don't think this is enough, I want to have more lip filler. And yeah, so I was like, oh my God, I need to have more. So it's something that means that the procedure will need to be sort of repeated every few months to keep your lips up to the size that you want to have them. So there's a possibility that your lips can become uneven after the procedure. So I had this, I was looking back the other day in a few of my YouTube videos, and it wasn't long after I had the lip filler that you could actually see the filler. It's gone down now, but the filler here, and it looked like I had like two like sort of implant looks, and I was like, oh my God, what's the matter with my lips? And then I looked at the date and I was like, that's just after the first time that I had lip filler. So I was like, oh, that's clearly the filler. So it can make your lips look uneven, you know, if you've got a bit of filler. I know Jeffree Star, famous YouTuber, did a video on when he had lip filler and he could literally go like that and pull the filler down and it hadn't dissolved. And I know he had that, so, and it made his look awful, and he actually had to have the filler cut out in the end. But hopefully that, you know, if you go to a practitioner that's trained, that's qualified and everything, hopefully that shouldn't happen. And if it does, hopefully they'll be able to sort it out. So moving on to the next, there's obviously risks. With any cosmetic procedure there are risks. So there's a risk of an allergic reaction. So some practitioners and doctors will do a little test, so they'll inject a small amount of filler the first time, and then you have to go away and see if you have a reaction, because you don't know if you're allergic to what they're injected into the lip. So a lot of practitioners done that. My practitioner did it. It was a bit of a pain, but it's good that they do it, because obviously it was like half hour's drive, so I had to go there, have the test, go away for a few days, see if it was fine, and then she did the filler. So yeah, luckily everything was okay with mine. So you would need to have the procedure sort of done around 2 to 3 times a year to keep up with the size of the lip that you want. If you don't mind them going down, then that's absolutely fine. As I said, going back to a pro, sometimes it doesn't dissolve. It goes for pros and cons. And sometimes if you want it dissolved, you have to pay to have it dissolved. So you have to go back and they inject a solution, and it just breaks down the filler and it just dissolves. Another con is, and he said pro, and I was like, this is not a pro definite. It's expensive. It's very expensive. You know, some places where I go, it's $275 for 1.2 mils, and that is, you know, $275 sort of 2 to 3 times a year. It works out a hell of an expensive thing. And it is, as we're going to go on to another it's very addictive. It is so addictive. Literally the first ever time I had them done, it was like 2 days later, and I was like, I want more. I want more. I want my lips plumped up more. And so it can get very expensive, and it can become addictive. And obviously you do have to put up with swelling. So luckily, with the first ever time I had lip filler, I had it in my 2 weeks off work. So I had it on the Monday the first week, and then it was sort of, by the time I went back, it was nearly calmed down with the swelling. To be fair, they didn't swell up much, but obviously everyone's different and everyone has different lips, so they could swell even more. Another con is that it can migrate. So I did find one of the times I had it done, it was obviously injected into the cupid's bow bit, and then it migrated up here, and I was like, oh god, it's gone up there. And then the next time I went, she sorted it out. She sort of smoothed it back down, and touch wood, it hasn't migrated since, thank goodness. So yeah, so I think that's about it for today's video. I've just going through my notes to make sure that I hadn't forgotten anything. So yeah, let me know if you've had lip filler. I want to know pros and cons that you found out with having lip filler in the comments below this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm coming at you every week with new videos now, so I'm going to talk about everything from lip fillers to makeup to hair to anxiety and depression, all my real life stories. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video next time. See you later. Bye bye.